I have partnered up with Alois to make some champion-specific guides for the Summoner School website. I tried to put a ton of information in every single one of these guides. Currently, I've made 3 champion guides for the Summoner School website. I have made a Garen guide, a Warwick guide, and a Mordekaiser guide. In these guides, you will find stuff like explaining all the runes, the items, matchups, and so on. And on top of every single video that the guide provides, there is also a matchup spreadsheet for every single one of these guides. If you wish to check out one of these guides, the link to the website will be in the video description. Now, with this introduction out of the way, please enjoy this video. Normally into Ornn I take Demolish instead of Overgrowth, this time I simply forgot to swap it. And the reason I take Demolish instead of Overgrowth is because I want to permanently proc it on his tower, and I can do that pretty easily. Most of the time Ornn will just try to clear the wave with his combo of QW, and then he's gonna press E and that should clear most of the wave. But what you can do is literally go past your own wave and start hitting the tower. If Ornn does that combo on the wave, he won't deal any damage to you and he'll burn up some mana. On top of that, if even a minion passes through, you have enough time to do 2 auto attacks and then a Q, and that will proc your Demolish and then you can run away. And you can keep repeating this pattern until you take the tower. His triple brittle combo is also deadly. If you aren't careful and your W is down, he can kill you from like 50% health very easily. So when you go to trade with him, try to only trade when your W is up. And another thing you can do is activate your W just before he attacks you after using his W. That way you're gonna block the extra damage from that enhanced attack. But there's some Ornn players that actually wait. Most Ornns will just immediately auto attack after using their W. But if the Ornn player waits, then you will waste your W shield and then he's going to attack. You will still have that damage reduction on you, but your shield will be gone, so you're going to take some damage. If you see that Ornn does this once or twice, you might have to wait with your W. Wait about half a second, maybe a second, and then press W. What I like to do into Ornn is just permanently split push. What I like to do is go for Stridebreaker and then Lord Dominic's Regards, and then third I can take something like a Hullbreaker or Voltaic Cyclosword if I want to permasit on side lane, but I also have the option of going Youmuu's Ghostblade or Phantom Dancer for more mobility. But most of the time I am going to go Stridebreaker into Lord Dominic's Regards. This way I can straight up one-shot Ornn or take like 30% of his health very easily in one short trade. The LDR damage is insane, especially because the LDR bonus damage affects your ultimate.
The first of many foes.
What I do here is take a plate and then I go behind his tower and proxy the next wave. This ensures that I can just take a reset, not miss anything, and I get to purchase my Berserker Greaves. And I want to take Berserker Greaves here because I want to permanently split push, so the attack speed is nice because I can auto attack the tower more, on top of actually giving me an extra spin.
bring
Kill. An enemy has been slain. Double kill. Slain an enemy.
fear is the first of many foes. Show them the strength of democracy. I bring justice. The scoundrels will...
The dragon is up right now, so what the enemy team has to do is choose between getting the dragon or defending top lane. If they defend top lane, my team should be able to take dragon. But if they do this and they contest it and win it, that means I'm going to take the inhibitor tower and the inhibitor itself on top lane. And then because Baron is spawning soon, I can do the same thing except bot lane. I would like to always split push on the other side of the main objective. Or my team can simply put pressure on the map as I put a ton of pressure on bot lane. They might be able to get some priority on mid lane or top lane, or get some recalls in and then get the prio after they spend their gold.
Never forget why we fight. Marches as one.
The enemy's inhibitor has respawned. The enemy's inhibitor has respawned.
Camille is probably Garen's most known counter, and it is a pretty difficult lane to win overall. The way I play into Camille right now is by maxing my Q and taking Grasp of the Undying as my keystone rune. By taking Grasp and maxing my Q, I can take very short trades where I just walk up, proc that Grasp, proc the Q, and then run away. And eventually this will allow me to just straight up kill her with Q plus R and Ignite. There's also the fact that I take Shield Bash here, which means that every time I use my W, my next attack will deal some extra damage, and that feels pretty good. You also have to sort of play around her passive, and this is because if she gets her passive off before you strike her with your Q, then that damage will be blocked fully, especially in the early game. So what you can do is bait her into attacking you, and then you attack with your Q. That way the shield goes down and you strike freely. You can also combine your Q with the Shield Bash proc by using your W just before your Q connects. That way you deal even more damage that she might not expect. In this matchup I also like to rush Trinity Force. If you manage to recall on a full Sheen, it's incredible. And just like before, you can activate your W just before you Q to proc the Shield Bash, and you can also add in Grasp of the Undying, which will give you one bursty attack. Try not to go into super long trades, especially because she can kite you out with her Q speed, W slow, and her hook shot. If you really want to, you can walk up to proc Grasp and then walk away, but not much else. After Trinity Force, what you can do is do something like a Yomu's Ghostblade for mobility, or a Phantom Dancer. Maybe you want Armor Pen and Heal Cut, so you take a Mortal Reminder, or Lord Dominic's Regards for more damage. You can even take Serpent's Fang if you want to for her passive shield, and if there are other shields on the enemy team. Usually if it's just the Camille passive, it's not worth it. But if, for example, you see that the Camille purchased the Styrax gauge and they have something like a Karma that can perma shield, then it's pretty good. Just remember to not greed in lane and play it very slowly. Just use Q, run away, rinse and repeat until you find an all-in angle.
I stand ready. Protect our land. The scoundrel will pay. are the vanguard.
An enemy has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret.
We fight for those who cannot.
Has been slain.
Be bold. Be
Even though I die here, it's totally worth it, because not only do I kill the Zed, making it a 1-for-1, my team actually ends up taking the Baron off of us. On top of that, I made Aurelion Sol use his big ultimate for just me in a not so important fight.
is the first of many.
Imaginary technique. Purple.
This lane is sort of annoying to deal with up until you get to around level 9, and then it's mostly fine. Until then though, it may be sort of annoying depending on what keystone you have. And this is because with Conqueror, it's much easier to duel Shen in melee range and get an advantage. But Storm Raider's Surge is significantly better in the mid to late game, and against the enemy comp in particular, I thought Storm Raider's Surge would be better. Most likely he's going to look to taunt in and fight you and pull his Spirit Blade through you and get get a good trade from that. What you want to do is only trade when your W is up really, especially if you have Storm Raider, Surge, and not Conqueror. And this is because without Conqueror, you don't have the DPS to fight him in melee. This game I misplayed quite significantly in the early game, and I even purchased Boots of Swiftness quite early in this lane, which was a mistake, and that's because Shen was kinda strong because I misplayed, and that item doesn't give me dueling power. It gives me slow resist and movement speed, but I don't really care about that unless I'm looking to perma-proxy, and honestly, after seeing how badly I played the early game, I was thinking of doing that. Shen has absolutely zero wave clear in his kit. He would need to get an item that has wave clear like a Tiamat or Hollow Radiance or Sunfire Cape. And until he gets that item, you can perma-proxy into him if you want to and get clean resets. The only way he can stop you from proxying is if he runs to you to try to stop it, but that's not really an issue, especially if your W is up. The later the game goes, the better the matchup gets. Once you get to your Stride Breaker, it should be completely fine for you. Afterwards, Shen never poses a threat to you on the side lane literally ever again, unless he's super Omega fed. You can also punish him when he uses his ultimate around the map, because you can perma push him in. And because of this, when he uses his ultimate, let's say on bot lane, you can take plates. This is also why I like to take Demolish. After Stride Breaker, you can take something like Youmuu's Ghostblade or Phantom Dancer for more map mobility and just overall mobility, or you can take something like Lord Dominic's Regards for a lot of damage. You can both side lane and team fight into him, but he can't really do anything on side lane against you the moment you get LDR. After LDR, if you really want to bury him, you're gonna take Serpent's Fang 3rd or Voltaic Cyclo Sword, and then you can basically one-shot him anytime his W is down. And you need to wait for his W specifically because it can block your Q. But once it's down, you can full combo him and he's almost dead. If he doesn't die from one combo, on the second combo he always dies.
Is the first of many foes. Stay resolute. I bring justice.
An enemy has been slain.
I will not falter. Our deeds shape the future. What we do is right. Hold fast.
An enemy has been slain.
Cannot. Never forget why we fight. Protect our land. Our courage never show them the strength of the muscle.
An enemy has been slain.
This world needs hope.
You have slain an enemy.
We fight for those who cannot.
He has destroyed a turret. Shut down. An enemy has been slain.
This world needs
Killing spree. Slain an enemy. Your team ally has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret.
our deeds.
An enemy has been slain.
Pour them up.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. An ally has been slain. Unstoppable. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Thank you guys for joining me in this video. I hope you found the information useful, and I will see you in the next video, hopefully very soon.
This crown is a heavy burden, but for Demacia, I will bear it.